You've got the very initial leads coming in, which is how they're brought together and presented on India Today at this time. So we've got 47 leads at this moment from Maharashtra, 28 of those for the BJP, 7 for the Sena, 4 for Ajit Pawar's NCP. On the other side, the India Alliance down 12 seats from the last time. The UBT has only 1. The Sharad Pawar NCP has only 1. Congress has 5. It's not at this moment. And if this is Perth, the UPA is off to a disastrous start, a bit like India yesterday. But the only difference was Australia did quite as badly when they started batting too.
That's a good point to go to Harshpreet Khadiyal, spokesperson, Congress, waiting on us. Harshpreet, last time in Haryana, you all were celebrating prematurely. Now it appears you have little reason to celebrate at all this morning so far, because in both the key states, it's the BJP who's ahead. If these results hold, will the Congress accept that all the glow of Lok Sabha is gone and you're back to square one?
Well, Rajdeep, let's not judge a book by its cover. It's just 8:30 in the morning and you'll see that we'll be winning with a clear majority. And number two, there was massive anti-incumbency against the ruling regime of the Bharatiya Janata Party and their allies, because we all saw what they have been doing, the Operation Lotuses that have been happening, the misusage of agencies, whether it be the IT, the ED, the CBI, whether it be Mr. Vinod Tavade, who was caught on camera distributing money to influence voters. This is something that the people have always disliked about the ruling regime, number one. Number two, we've all seen one thing, that the Bharatiya Janata Party has been accustomed to arm twisting people, and we have seen that the Bharatiya Janata Party has been accustomed to being indulged and to being involved in these kind of activities, and therefore there have been many malpractices that have been witnessed in this election. That's two. Number three, the Bharatiya Janata Party and their allies have failed on 5 issues: law and order, women empowerment, farmers issues, and they failed on corruption issues, and they failed on the development issues. What we are trying to say
hear me, are we now once again blaming EVMs, talking about malpractice, arm twisting? Is that the narrative we are going to take this morning?
Well, it's not about the narrative, it's what's been witnessed. Have we not seen Mr. Vinod Tavade on camera distributing money? Is that even a question? We have all seen that happening on camera. And what action has been initiated against the
justification of what you see on the board right now, where especially the Vidarbha region, where you have the maximum dibs in, if it comes down to the direct fights, out of 75, 36 are the direct fights with the BJP in Vidarbha. And at least what initial trends seem to suggest, Arshdeep, all with the UT leads.
Well, see, as far as the Election Commission of India's website is concerned, is it showing even a single seat that's going in the favor of the ruling? That's way early to judge. Let's not judge a book by its cover is one. And number two, like I said, the people will be ousting the ruling regime because of the anti-incumbency that has built over the years and because of the unethical conduct of the ruling. Number three, I want to ask from the Bharatiya Janata Party, is there 5 things that the BJP's regime has done in the last couple of years? 5 things that the Bharatiya Janata Party and their allies could tell. There's nothing that the BJP has done and their allies have done. And let me leave
it there. As you said, let's not judge a book by the cover. Let's also not make let's not also jump ahead of ourselves and claim anti-incumbency sweeping, because in these early trends, at least, it's certainly not happening in Vidarbha. And it's often an old saying, Rahul, in Maharashtra, Vidarbha jinkla, Maharashtra jinkta. Because it's 62 seats and it often is a critical barometer as to which way the wind is blowing. These are seats which are rural, these are seats which are tribal, there are a large number of SC seats. So it gives you a sense of what is the mood in rural Maharashtra. It's 6 elections still, but Vidarbha clearly at the moment has a tinge of saffron around it.
Let's take our viewers through the strike rates for the different alliances in Maharashtra this morning. Of the trends that we have available, the NDA leading on 44 of the 52 seats for which we have trends. That's an 85% strike rate. The India Alliance leading only on 7 out of 52. That's a 13% strike rate. So if this is an exam, at this moment, the India Alliance is failing and the NDA is acing it. Whether this continues still remains to be seen. But in the initial trends, that's what it looks like in Maharashtra. If I were to do the same for you in Jharkhand and give you a sense of the strike rate of the different parties in Jharkhand, you will see there as well, the NDA is off to the better start. In Jharkhand, the strike rate for the NDA at this moment, 71%. Less than the 85 that they have in Maharashtra, but more than the 29 that the India Alliance has. India Alliance currently leading on 10 out of 35. 29% strike rate for the India Alliance, a 71% strike rate for the NDA. Who's most likely, Amitabh Tiwari, in your view, to be Chief Minister if the JMM India Alliance comes back to power in Jharkhand? And on the other side, do you think Babulal Marandi has the brightest chance of being Chief Minister again?
I think if India Bloc comes to power, then it is likely to be continuity. It's likely to be Hemant Soren until he wishes to install Kalpana Soren as the Chief Minister.
But why would he? If he's out of jail, there's no reason.
You see, she has been the star campaigner, and until he wants now to have some sort of a national role, gets the confidence, blah, blah, blah. And in Maharashtra, it is, if the NDA comes to power, then it is, I don't think it is going to be a tribal chief minister from BJP side. It is likely to be an OBC face from BJP side in Jharkhand.
Because
we're getting also some trends in Marathwada. The first trends in Marathwada are also going the way of the NDA. And remember, Marathwada was the other region where the MVA has placed most of its hopes. This is where Maratha reservation agitation was at its peak. This is where the soybean challenge was there of giving remunerative prices. So if you've got Marathwada and Vidarbha, add the two of them together, that's 106 seats between them, 62 place and 46. You've got 108 seats. If in the 108 seats I'm winning, then if I win in the cities, in the Mumbais, in the Punes, then it's clearly advantage to the Mahayuti. The Mahayuti at the moment is leading in places where the MVA was expected to do well, which is Marathwada and Vidarbha. So that's why the numbers are as stark as you're finding the Mahayuti so strongly ahead of the MVA, because they're winning in areas, Rahul, where the MVA was supposed to do well.
Let's show that to our viewers now. An urban-rural breakup for Maharashtra. Out of the 22 urban seats for which we have trends at this moment, remember there are 115 total urban seats in Maharashtra. We have trends for 22. I define urban seats as a seat which is more than 60% urban population. So here you've got 19 leads for the NDA, up 6 from the last time. India Alliance has 2 initial leads, down 3 from the last time. Both of these are for the Congress. In the NDA, you've got 14 for the BJP, 3 for the Sena, 2 for the Ajit Pawar faction. If I come now to rural Maharashtra, we have trends for 36 out of 173 seats, which are classified as being rural. Here you've got rural and semi-rural, okay? So you've got 30 leads for the NDA, up 14 from the last time. India Alliance is at 6, that's down 10 from the last time. And therefore, in the trends that are currently available, it seems the Mahayuti is off to a rollicking start, Rajdeep.
There isn't a single region at the moment. Just take a look at Mumbai. Mumbai, you've got 3 seats at the moment where which are there. 2 to the NDA, 1 to India. But it's in Vidarbha, as I said, it's 35-2. I mean, that's a wipeout at the moment there in Vidarbha. You go to Western Maharashtra, which is Sharad Pawar's bastion, it's 2-1. So very early days there. In Marathwada, it's 2-0. Again, very early days in Marathwada. Konkan Thane, which the NDA is expected to dominate, it's 1 seat each. But really the story, the early story of Maharashtra is primarily from Vidarbha, 36-3 at the moment. I expect that to change. There are seats where you would expect Mahavikas Aghadi top leaders to hold their own. At the moment, the only top leader of the Mahavikas Aghadi who's seemingly holding his own is Nana Patole, but all the others are
not even right now,
and even he's trailing there. So even he's trailing there. So all the seats in Vidarbha really is where you're seeing a saffron sweep. If that sweep is maintained come 11 a.m., it's game, set and match. Yeah. You can be assured that the Mahayuti is winning with a big majority. If that changes, then Maharashtra opens up again. So I think it's going to have to, for the Mahayuti, they're going to have, Mahavikas Aghadi, they're going to have to hope that Vidarbha, these early trends do not last more than another hour.